Hey, how you doing? Austin Hilton here, and in this video I'm going to be talking about Xpeng, the preeminent Chinese EV car manufacturer. I want to give you some ideas on what is happening with the stock, some latest news update, and overall just have a discussion around that. So if that's of interest to you, then consider subscribing to the channel, drop a like on this video, and just stick around. I bring you stock update videos every single day, as well as new videos talking about penny stocks, growth stocks, momentum stocks. You name it, I bring you quite a bit of information because I have a very simple goal, and that's to help you make more money in the stock market. I'm building community here on YouTube. I'm a 30-plus year investor, and I love sharing here on YouTube and just helping you guys make more money in the stock market. That is my goal. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Xpeng, and I want to state up front that I am extremely bullish on Xpeng. I own the Xpeng stock. And I think what's happening right now, frankly, is a buy opportunity. If you are a long-term holder or believer in the XPEV stock, and you think that if you believe in the overall EV marketplace, is it going to get bigger down the road? Is it going to just be more? Then I think that Xpeng, NIO, Li, obviously Tesla, I'm a stockholder in all of those respective companies that I just mentioned, then it's a long-term play. And right now we've got downward pressure on the stock. The stock is having a real hard time moving above the 50-day average. We're going to go look at that chart here in a minute. And I see this as a buying opportunity if you're viewing it as a long-term trade, a long-term hold, because I fundamentally believe that Xpeng, NIO, Li, the three largest Chinese EV manufacturers, along with Tesla, are going to dominate the EV space as we continue to move forward. And that's fundamentally how I'm looking at it. So we're going to go take a look at that. But before we do, remember this video is for entertainment purposes only. So let's go take a look at what's going on and kind of the latest news and the latest chart for Xpeng. So as you can see from this chart, I've got 6 month. This is a 6-month chart looking at Xpeng, and obviously the price right now is currently trading at $31.15. This purple line is the 50-day moving average, and we just are not getting past it. Okay, so right now there is absolute pressure on the stock, downward selling pressure just to keeping it there. There's really no new news that have come out negative really about the stock. I think it's just overall all of the EV stocks have been down as of late, and I see this as a buying opportunity. I have picked up some additional shares at these levels because I'm a buy and hold investor. So I firmly believe that this stock has the potential and will continue to go back up and continue to be a great stock in the long term. So I'm viewing this as an opportunity. I'm not viewing this as a negative. We've got short-term pressure, short-term, not great time, so to speak, right? But again, I see this as an opportunity from a long-term investment standpoint, 12 months out, etc. I think that this stock easily can double and go to north of $60, $70, if not higher. Real quickly, let's look at what the analysts that are basically have put a $49 price tag on it, which represents a 58% upside. There are 7 analysts that are still rating it as a buy. You can see that they're targeting that for a year out. I think they're a little low. I think that Xpeng is a $60 stock. Down the road. There are some of these analysts, I thought one of them agreed with me. 9, actually he's got it as a hold. So I was looking at a different chart. I was misthinking. But Morgan Stanley's got it rated at 57. The average is 49. The way you can look at this is simply like, look, discount what I'm saying a little bit, discount what the analysts are saying, and let's say that the stock only goes to, say, a $40 stock in the near future, 6 months or something like that. You're still looking at a really nice 25-30%, don't do math in public, return on your investment, right? And so, but right as of right now, we've just got this downward pressure. We hit 26.90 on March 8th. This was a market correction scenario right here, where we kind of had that, market correction there. Apologize, that's one of my dogs. I think somebody just might have walked by. That's what happens when you're recording live video. There he is again. I've got 2 Australian shepherds, a boy and a girl, and they consider themselves the guard dogs of the house, even though neither one of them weigh more than 20 pounds. Small dogs, what is it? Big egos, right? Okay, so we've got this kind of the trough here, the ending when we kind of had that market correction scenario, the stock bounced back from 26.90 up to a high of 37, and then you've kind of got a similar, there's a little bitty small correction that happened in here where there was about 5, 6, 7 red days that happened kind of in this time frame. You do have some volatility in this stock. I mean, excuse me, yesterday it was trading at, on the 13th it was trading at $35. Yeah, there it is, $35, trended down to $32.80, and we've had, from the 13th of this month, we've dropped, what is it, $4.70. We've just got some overall pressure on this stock, but we've got pressure on pretty much all of the EV plays right now, including Tesla. Tesla gave back about 4% yesterday. I own Tesla, I own NIO, I own Li, I own Xpeng. I'm in all these guys, and I'm not getting out. I'm not selling. I believe in these stocks. The news we've got, ironically, we had some great news. Xpeng has unveiled their first electric vehicle of its kind. I'm sure you're familiar with this. This has been pretty big news. The P5 electric car is the first mass-produced EV equipped with LiDAR sensors. Hope I'm saying that right. Xpeng stock sharply turned lower, right? They announced this amazing car with these LiDAR sensors that will basically, where was it? They use pulsed laser lighting bounce off objects to gauge their position, shape, and distance. LiDAR is expected to become a core self-driving technology, helping driverless vehicles see both static and moving objects on the road, even in challenging weather and lighting conditions. This is a self-driving car that Xpeng has unveiled, and they're going to be showing it at Auto Shanghai 2020 on April 19th. So, and that's another thing. We've got a catalyst here. So we've got a catalyst out there April 19th. Maybe we get a bounce back up, after it is unveiled, because that it's going to be covered by the worldwide media, things like that. So there's going to be a lot more stories coming out about this particular car after it's seen in person. And you've got the flood of auto bloggers and media that are going to be there seeing this car. Okay. I think that Xpeng is absolutely an emerging competitor to Tesla from a technology standpoint, things like that. Again, I love Tesla. I own Tesla. So I think that could be happening. Xpeng really invests heavily in their software, and I think more so than NIO and Li, things like that. They're going more that technical kind of software route, etc. So, the shares, we've already discussed this, gave back after Wednesday's trading. And I've already mentioned this. We are basically hitting this resistance line. This seems to be, guys, our resistance line. This $36 line seems to be our resistance. How we've kind of, this is our 50-day moving average, if I mentioned that. And this is our resistance line, okay? It's just we just can't seem to get above it. Once we can peak up above that, I think that we will have a nice bull run from there. Also of note, NIO fell 3.8%, Leaf lost 3.5%, and Tesla eased 4%. What's happening here is that you tend to see that these guys all move the same. Let me show you something real quickly. So if we go to Google Finance, and if we look at say XPEV, we look at a stock chart, look at a 6-month chart for them. If we add in here NIO and say Tesla and Li, here we go. Look at every single one of these. All of these stocks follow each other. Look, almost exactly perfectly. They move up and they move down. So when one is up, look at this right here. They were all up, have an up, and every single one of them is trending down right now. So we have the overall EV space just in a downtrend at the moment. This does not concern me overall because I firmly believe in the EV marketplace. I did a video just yesterday talking about Tesla. Go check it out here on my channel about how they're, out of every 100 cars sold in the United States, only 2 of them are EV cars right here, right now. And by 2025, 10 out of every 100 cars will be EV. And that's still a massive leap forward from where it's at right now, but 10 out of 100, that still leaves still a massive amount of upside to use the United States as a kind of a barometer, if you will, or an example take that and you can still apply it globally, okay? So EV is here to stay. Look at what's going on with these stocks kind of overall together. They trend together. They move together. I'm not concerned about this downturn. They're all down a little bit, but they will all come back. I firmly believe that. So let's wrap up with a few final thoughts. So as I mentioned, look, if you're an EV stock stock shareholder in any of these companies, Tesla, Lee, NIO, Xpeng, any of the infrastructure guys, right now it kind of is what it is, right? And I think, again, take a step back, take some emotion out of it, and just look at it long term. That's how I look at it. And I mean, I'm not going to deny it's hard to watch, when you've got Xpeng doing all the right things, unveiling this amazing car, this driverless car, and the stock goes down. I mean, that sucks. I'm not going to say that it doesn't. But I'm looking at it from a longer term picture. I'm hoping that this video maybe gives you a little bit of, a comfort, so to speak, and just take a step back, go have a beer, go have a glass of wine or something like that, and know that you're fine in the long term, because this market is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and these guys are one of the major players. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Check out the Tesla video I did yesterday. I've got other EV videos on the channel from days past, and more coming in the future. NIO, Lee, all those guys. I'm here for you every day making these videos. I want to help you make more money in the stock market. So please drop a like on the video and subscribe if you got value. See you in the next one. Take care.